Yo, got my new little camera set up, so I'm going live. Wasn't really hoping to catch nobody, but anyway. What's up, fam? What's up? I'm gonna go ahead and post this and leave it there. In this 5-5 portal, going through it right now. And we get this portal for a minute too, so we get to change a lot of stuff. Get to go through a whole journey into this sovereignty those divine masculines are going through right now. Oh my gosh. I can't see nothing, but I gotta figure out on this camera how to get my live chat up. But no. Something. Sorry about that, but I'll figure that out for later. I wonder why I can't see my see my chat though. Anyway, that's messed up. I can't see my chat. Let's see. No, I still ain't doing it, but I don't know who on or whatever, but what's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? But I got a new little setup, so I was just popping on real quick, see who I can catch and talk about everything we're going through right now, this whole journey in sovereignty and, you know, it's divine masculines are going through. Like that's my new term for everything that the divine masculines have been going through. It's like it's a journey of sovereignty. And you know, the films too, I ain't hating on my girls, but films too, you know, y'all been going through it too, where we all been becoming sovereign, you know, owning ourselves, being a monarch within instead of having a monarch without, if you know what I'm saying. So it's so wild though. I gotta say this too. I did a video, damn, I can't remember when it was, but it was about the divine father energy returning, that the divine father energy was returning. And so through the 5-5 portal, that's when it really like started coming in really hard and it was popping off. And so I was kind of laughing at the fact that they did the whole little coronation for their king, you know, at the same time that the divine masculines are getting crowned. They are, you know, seeing what they are to inherit. And so that was kind of funny, but you know, the fake always gotta mimic the real. So and that's the world we live in. We live in the hall of mirrors where things are constantly reflecting. You know, you either are watching your own reflection and trying to purify yourself, or you are watching other people reflect off of each other. And you know, so either way, we're always kind of imaging each other, taking pictures of each other and mimicking each other. But you know, it was kind of surreal when I saw it. I was like, wow, I feel you. I said, they're going to just straight mimic us like that. So, oh man, my messages started coming in. Okay, greetings. So, Zuri Dreamer, okay. But yeah, so it's like, you know, going through this whole little phase and everything that we've been going through, you know, this journey into sovereignty, where we're now becoming the owners of ourselves. That's what the beautiful thing is about this, is that we have remembered ourselves. We're putting ourselves back together to the point where we are now becoming the owners of self. Because if you can't control your own surroundings, you can't ascend. Not properly anyway, you know. It's like living, but you know, well, let me put it to you this way. It's like when people get old, they wish they had did so many different things when they were younger. So they feel like youth is wasted on the young because the young don't understand the gift that they have. And that gift is time, you know, because that is like the true currency. That actually is the true currency of where we live. That's the true money, time. If you think about it, what do they always say? You got to spend time. Where are you spending your time? People always want to know where you going, what you doing, you know what I mean? And then they want to know how you doing it. They want to know what you paying attention to. So there's only two really two currencies. And how you use those currencies will determine how you make it through this matrix, this hall of mirrors, like I called it. If you are spending your time spending it, what are you getting back? You know, that was something, I didn't mean to go here, but the whole journey of sovereignty is about this, though. So I guess it needed to go here. Somebody need to hear it. But in this journey of sovereignty, we are spending our time. What are we getting back for spending our time? You always have to pay attention. If you pay attention, you're going to get something back in return. So it's always this give and take, this give and take. So we're always kind of paying out. But if we're paying out, what are we receiving? Like, so that's what the divine masculine is coming into this maturity in. We're coming to this maturity of what are we doing with our time? What are we investing in? What are we getting back? Because a lot of us don't like what we getting back. And we don't understand why we getting back when we're not putting out that same energy. And it's for the films too. This for the whole collective. We are, the reason why that's happening is because we are not realizing where we're spending our time. We're not realizing that. So, hey, peace and blessings, Ev. Let's see, Georgie O'Brien. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? But it's been a minute. I haven't really been on, but I've been working on a book though. So it ain't like I ain't just been chilling, you know what I mean? Just sitting back doing nothing. I've been working on a book for the divine masculine. And it's actually called the journey of sovereignty, the journey to sovereignty. And it's for the awakening male. It's for that awakening divine masculine that's kind of open your eyes and you don't want to go back to sleep. Because see, if you're constantly awakening, that means that you're constantly going to sleep too. So you literally got to understand that you have to learn to become aware. It's funny. It's like when I was young, I was in foster care, so I came in contact with a lot of different people. But I swear, I had this foster mother that used to sleep with one eye open. Man, she'd be sleeping like this, and y'all never gonna see, but she's sleeping like this. And I swear, every time I try to do stuff, sneak eyes, like she would just see me, and I'm like, God, and they would be like, oh, she a light sleeper. But what it is that she was constantly aware of her surroundings. She was always aware of what was going on because she had children that didn't belong to her, as she told me when I got older, She was like, nah, I really couldn't sleep. I was constantly had to be aware of y'all. So it's like same thing. It's like when you awake in this world, you don't want to go back to sleep. You want to now become aware. You want to become aware of everything around you and stay aware. You know what I mean? Stay asleep. You don't want to always be awakening. See, it's like there's an end to that. It's like if you're awakening, at some point you got to become awakened. Or you're going to keep awakening, which puts you going round and round in the loop again. Reincarnation. But reincarnation on somebody else's terms. See, this journey of sovereignty, man, it's real. It is real. Because you live in an energetic system. It's called the soul system. They call it the solar system, right? And, excuse me, in the solar system, the energy system you live in, you get, like what I spoke of before, you get certain gifts, you get certain things to invest. And the return you get back is indicative of what you put it into. So, like I said, the divine masculines right now are coming into a big realization. Or let me go back. The whole collective, the whole of humanity is coming into this realization, but the divine masculines really are coming into an acute realization that where you spend your time shows what you care for. It shows where your manifestation leak is at if you're not manifesting the things you want to manifest. So if I have time to spend and I always got to pay attention, what am I getting back? What am I getting in return? So in other words, if I really want to manifest, if I really want to grow, if I really want to ascend my soul, then I got to spend time educating my soul, remembering my soul. It's like us as men, us as masculines got to learn to make love to our soul, to be sovereign of your temple. You know, and like I said, in this hall of mirrors, this matrix that's always reflecting the truth along with the lie, you have to discern. But they're always mimicking the truth. And the mimic right now that they started, I think probably about maybe 10 years ago, they start over feminizing men, over feminizing masculines. And, you know, starting the whole metrosexual movements and all this stuff like that, because there was an awakening coming of masculines where the divine feminines were going to start to awaken. And they were going to come into balance in truth. They were going to be calling for the divine feminine to come back. You know, and I know like even me personally, my heart constantly calls for that true divine feminine in all her beauty and glory, to be who she is and to be elevated, to be that, you know, in that empress energy. You know, she's exhibiting the high priestess energy. She's exhibiting the empress energy, and all four queens in one. Like, she's the bag, man. And the main thing you got to remember is that for you to get that bag, you got to have the strength to carry it. You got to have the structure to carry it. You can't be living in the old mindset, because the old mindset, it's like the body was in slavery, the mind was in slavery. And we all have went through that, where we've been a slave to our desires, our emotions. You know, a lot of us were living in toxic femininity as men. Like, that's one of the biggest things, like counseling some of our soul tribe, and I'm so prospered to do it. Man, I'm so thankful I get to talk with you guys. I can't get emotional because I get choked up, but it's such an honor. It's just such an honor. And I do not take it for granted. But one thing that we got to remember in this journey of sovereignty is that we have to come to a point where we admit, you know, doing the inner child and the inner shadow work, we get to the points where we admit where we were weak. Admit the things that we were even ashamed that we liked. You know, just being honest, true and raw, real with self. Because then you can do the inner child work to understand and overstand why you took things the way you took them, why you accepted the things you accepted, and why you even acted out the way you did. Because from the inner child comes the inner teenager. See, most people don't talk about that. They only talk about inner child work. See, to me, inner child work is like, it goes hand in hand with the shadow. Because your shadow hides out in the inner child. It sits back there and chills. So that's why most times when your shadow come out, you notice it's kind of childish. You know what I mean? You kind of like, man, I was acting like a baby. Let me get something to drink, my bad. But like I was mentioning though, my book, the journey to sovereignty, it's like we are now in that time where we're realizing that if we are paying attention to certain things, we're giving energy to it. So now that we're not paying attention to the things that we no longer desire, we're manifesting now on a whole different level. And this 5-5 portal gets us through it. You know, even oh man, even coming into the awareness of this, that money is not a currency. See, most people think when the structures of society are falling apart, they think this is a bad thing, but it's not. It's a great thing. The fact that they're talking now about physical money going away, digital currency coming in, all these, it's bringing the divine collective into a awareness that money is not the true currency. It's bringing us into the awareness that it is a form of mind control, that money is a technique that is used by the old controllers of society, old, because you're the new controllers. You're stepping into your kingship now. You're being crowned. You're being crowned. Even if you haven't had your coronation yet, you're being crowned. But money is not a currency. Money is an agreed upon form of payment that we as a collective agreed upon. So money is not what you're after. You're after the security of knowing all your bills paid, you know, the security of knowing your family's going to be taken care of. You know, that's what you're after. You're not after the other things. But when you understand the true currency is your time and your attention, that's when your frequency, your vibration starts going through the roof. Because now you spend your time where you value it. You're putting your time where you value it, I mean to say, and you're spending it where you want to. So that means that you are paying attention to the details of the things you desire. So you're therefore no longer creating the old matrix, the one, you know, in which you were trapped, the one you had to awaken from. You're now creating the new earth, the new matrix, the matrix of love that's built on love and inclusion and union. It's like we are connecting that heart chakra with the mind, with the mainframe. So it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. But yeah, this book is going to be coming out pretty soon. I'm hoping the next 2 or 3 weeks. Let me read this. Oh, thank you so much, Georgie. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Book sounds amazing. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It really is. Let me see. Because I got a part 2. Everybody been kind of asking for another video, a video on circumcision. I did a video, I think a couple of years ago on circumcision. So I should have did another video, but you know, once time gets rolling, like I said, where was I spending my time? See what I mean? If you always honest with yourself and you listen to yourself, you'll hear your truth. You just have to be willing to be open and honest and just understand that you're not perfect, that you were tricked, you were duped, you were fooled into believing certain things about yourself that was not true. So now that you are awakened and aware, you're now living cautiously, understanding that you live in an energy system and it costs to play. It costs to play in it big time. It costs your soul energy. But I wanted to read this about circumcision because a lot of people they really have asked me, what part do I think it plays in psychological conditions for men? like to always feel abandoned. A lot of men feel as if they will be abandoned, so they get into having control issues, where they want to control the woman and dictate to her where she's going to go, how she's going to live her life, forgetting that she's a whole person. You know what I mean? But I was able to get into that a little bit. So check this out. Furthermore, circumcision can have long-term psychological effects. Studies have shown that circumcision can cause post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, in some men, which can include anxiety, depression, and sexual dysfunction. See, this is why a lot of men have a problem with impotence. They're overstimulated. You know, we deal with, if you were circumcised, you have been dealing with this since you were circumcised. You know, a lot of women go, why do men, you know, boys always pull at their pants, pull at their area. They always pull at their area. And the reason why is because even as a little baby, when you were circumcised, or when that man was circumcised, he had a pamper put on, a diaper put on, a fresh cut open wound. Yeah, we went through some traumatic stress, man. Circumcision is really done it for you. But it overstimulates. And so living in this society and having that stimulation down there, constantly pulling at it, you are trying to figure out what this is. And then society says, no, that's bad. That's bad. You don't give in to that sexual desire, or whatever way it may express itself, right? Somehow for little boys, it becomes wrong. So then you become repressed sexually. Now, here you are as a teenager, as we are right now, healing the inner teen. And this means a lot of sexual energy is going to start coming up for the divine masculine collective. I'm telling you, we're going to have to be able to transmute it. Seriously. But psychologically, something has been taken from you. So you're always trying to take it back. Not realizing that, like for the feminine, they have to give love to you. They have to give it to you. Other than that, you're taking it, and it's called rape. So the divine feminine has to give herself to you. You have to receive it. So your divine feminine, your receiver on the inside of you, has to be healed enough to see the divine feminine within her, to receive her. Or you just getting some because it was given. See what I mean? It's a whole psychological psyop. It's a psyop. Psychological operation. But when you have been circumcised, you have lost a piece of yourself, and you don't even understand. You really don't, because it's deeply rooted through the root chakra. And now that you've been stimulated for so many years, and now you've learned how to block it out, it don't bother you no more. You can keep underwear on, boxers on, briefs, whatever it is you rock, but you wear, but you've learned to block it out, the sensitivity out. So now you become an older gentleman and start to experience problems. You have been overstimulated since the time you were born, since the circumcision. So that's just one of the many things I'm dealing with in my book, where I'm talking about how we have to overcome that. We have to overcome this huge psyop and get out of living in the root chakra and get up to living in the crown chakra, because our crown is being handed out. You are the heirs to the new earth. You are the heirs to the new way things are going to be done. So let me see. It was something else that I wanted to read out of my book, but this was the other thing. Studies have also shown that circumcision can increase the risk of urinary tract infections, sexually transmitted infections, and even HIV. Like, this even increases your sexually transmitted diseases. Like this, it's a lot. It's a lot. But when you get into this inner teen work, when you get into this inner teenager work, where now, like I said, you've healed the inner child, you've integrated that shadow, and now you're doing this inner teenager work where you're healing from the rebellion, self sabotage, big huge teenage things, self sabotage, rebellion. What else was it? Freedom, wanting freedom, feeling held down. These are issues now that we're going to be dealing with, for at least until the next eclipse, the major eclipse that's coming here in 24. That right there is going to cut the cord. That's going to do the X across the United States. It does it. And it brings in the new higher frequency energy system that I'm talking about when I be like, ride the wave, y'all. We got to ride the wave. Like, that's the soul system, the higher frequency system that's coming in. So I want to make sure I really did that justice, though. Yeah, so where we spending our time and where we're paying attention, start thinking about those things in a monetary way, and then think about them in an esoteric way, and then get them too, and then start thinking about your soul, and then you'll see where you at. You'll see what frequency you on, because it's a frequency war. It's all a frequency war. They want to lower your frequency and create a frequency fence so you can't get through it when you're trying to ascend, when you're trying to receive. Especially when we have CMEs. Those really account for a lot of our massive soul growth. To those who have done the work, who cleansed out their body, who ready to hold that higher frequency, man, when them CMEs, boom, when it I'm telling you, our souls, they grow tremendously. We're able to do some amazing astral plane work. We just got to be ready for it. We got to be ready for it. Let me read some of these. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a minute. I just been talking and just. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Hi. Let me see. Thank you, Georgie. Yeah, man. I'm really hoping it does change lives, for real, brother. For real. Well, right now I'm about to start a website, and I'm going to kind of go into this full time now. Whereas before I was kind of doing grassroots work. I was helping young men, helping young women, and doing the counseling. So I was about 50-50. But now I'm about to start my website. I got my music that I'm getting ready to start now. A lot of I think it's time for us to really start pushing ourselves and trusting and believing in ourselves. Like I said, we have to be the change we want to see. And if we want to see that change in our lifetime, we got to be willing to spend our time doing it. And once we have paid attention, what do we get back for paying attention? Well, we get back the very thing that we wanted. We get what we learned. So I really, truly want to see the world in that way and be that change. So kind of to answer the question, I'm going to be selling them personally, but I'm going to get the website, get that up and running. And then I'm doing some collabs with some beautiful people. And hopefully that's going to get it out there and get it on different platforms also. So it's going to be exciting. Going to be exciting for sure. Let's see. Oh man, thank you, Round in Circles. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I've been coaching a lot too, so I gotta stop yelling because I'm throwing my singing voice out. So I don't know if y'all, I don't know. I think I did say that. I had played professional ball. I used to be a professional basketball player. But universe took care of that real quick because I broke my foot. And it took 6 months to heal. And I was able to sit down and really see everything I had worked my whole life for. I mean, I'm sitting, there in the NBA looking at everything that I ever wanted, but I'm injured. I can't participate in anything. But that was what I needed. That was my huge awakening to understand that I was here for more than just, my desire, playing basketball and, the things that I thought I wanted to do in my mind. Um, but we are here for each other. We are the ones that we've been waiting on. And once we get this sovereignty thing down, where we take back who we are, we're our own monarch, we are our own king, then we're not seeking anybody else's kingdom because we have our own, and that's the beauty of divine masculinity. I think somebody did, I may have to cut this into an edit, but I got a question. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the subscriber, but she said, the difference between a alpha? Like, what's an alpha male? And see, an alpha male is one that can stand on his own. He doesn't need co-signers. He doesn't need anybody to back him up because he's justified in his own truth and he sees his own value. So he does not have to put the feminine down. He doesn't have to rape the feminine of her mental energy, of her emotional energy, and definitely not of her soul energy. He actually holds the space for her to be her. He sets the perimeter and he becomes the strength to allow her to be her, to be the beauty of the universe that she is. So, it's just walking into that truth, man. We got to be there for it. We got to be there for it. Let me see. Amazing peer support recovery specialist for persons with substance use disorder. Exactly, Denise. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And see, we've all been strategically placed. We've been put into our assignments. It's like we are the ones that bring the frequency of light. A lot of, don't get me wrong when I say this, don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of people who consider themselves light workers or star seeds really don't understand what that job entails. It's like they just got the job and working it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't go to school for it, if you know what I mean. They just applied, got a job, boom, doing it. And this society allows for that. Like the freedom of speech and everything like that. And don't get, like I said, don't take this the wrong way. But I mean, everyone has the right to speak. So you have the truth and you have the lie. And I shouldn't even say the lie. I should say the truth mingled with the lie. You have the truth and you have the truth mingled with the lie. So the true ones who have come to work the light, to bring the seed of the stars to this planet, they have been pushed aside for the false stars and the ones who have destroyed society and destroyed this planet. So now that balance is being brought back. and we've already won, but we have to wake up to it. We have to wake up and become that better version of ourselves. But as time is happening, as time is going by, as the divine masculines are holding their space, spending their time, paying attention, using that as their currency, as their value system, society is going to change. It will be amazing. And yes, alpha male, sound absolutely. And they are. And here's the thing. Every male can be an alpha male. Every male can be an alpha male. You don't have to be the alpha of alphas, if you know what I mean. You don't. You can hold your own space, be your own alpha, be the priest of your own home, and hold your space in integrity. That way, you are bringing up little alphas. If they ever have to express themselves in an alpha type way and have to do alpha shit, they can do it. But other than that, perfect gentleman. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I didn't mean for all of this to be that long, but I love just talking with you guys. But no, amazing times, y'all. Amazing, amazing times. Amazing times. Let me see. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, guys. I gotta go run and do some things, but I'm gonna be doing more of these. And when I get the book out, I'm gonna let you guys know about it 100%. And you guys just like word of mouth, word of mouth. Even with the music, I appreciate you guys and everything you did and do and being here and everything. You're welcome, Help. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. I cleaned the building initially. I was offered a position due to my recovery, and my light shines bright. Talk about right place, right time. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. And that's exactly what happens for us. Like if we just keep moving and keep following that path, that narrow path, things just open up for us. And we're able to become exactly who we're meant to be and live that life purpose out. Straight up. That's so beautiful. And as we heal others and we awaken others, we build a society of conscious people. You know, like the children that are coming through. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. Gonna be amazing. I was doing energy clearing in a mental health facility by doing the physical labor. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. You know what? I'm gonna be obedient. I'm gonna hear that. I wasn't gonna pull a card or anything, but let's see. Great to see you too, Georgie. Great to see you too. Let's see for Denise. Thank you, angels. All right. Any advice for Denise moving forward? Any advice for Denise moving forward? Woo! Let's see. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's backwards. I'm on my other camera. But Denise, your guides want you to know to keep a journal and write down all your affirmations. And as you start every day saying those affirmations, your rewards will start to pour in. Because like I said, when you spend your time, you should get something back. What are you spending your time on? And what are you receiving back? So you are now in that phase, in that point where it's like the karmic needle is flipped. So you've paid it back, you've paid it back, you've paid it back. Now it's time to receive. So that's awesome. But I wanted to give you that. And let me see. Anything else? Anything else for Denise? That pure heart of hers. Oh my gosh. Though that was a big one. And let me get this real quick. You deserve better. Whatever that means to you, Denise, you deserve better. So that means you're getting better. So that kind of shows you what I'm saying. Your guides wanted you to know that. To keep repeating affirmations, the things you want, because you deserve better. And better is coming in for you. So congratulations to you, Denise. I'm so happy for you. Yep. Gratitude is everything. Definitely a lesson I've had to learn. Oh yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys. Live in bliss. Live in bliss.